What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. Buckle in for a long market watch, but first I wanted to show you guys the item y'all picked for the giveaway. This is all thanks to you using my TCG player link down below in the description. I'm going to be able to give you guys cool stuff back pretty much all the time if we keep up this pacing. So, Ghost Rare Dark Magician, I'm sorry, the box of Kraft mac and cheese that wasn't up for the giveaway option. Ghost Rare Dark Magician, in and of, by far, y'all voted this in, and it's going to be given away during this video. So, after 24 hours, I'll pick a winner. All you gotta do is like this video, be a subscriber, because I'm not going to give it to a non-subscriber, and tell me your favorite or least favorite change to the Forbidden and Limited list and why. That being said, again, thank you guys so much for bothering to click this link when you start shopping. It costs you nothing and supports the channel directly. Let's get into today's market watch. Shizuku has been bought out. I don't know what the mad clamor for Sky Strikers is, and this is why. There's only one set of regionals, one UDS, and one YCS. These are the only plausible excuses I get for you guys clamoring for this card right now, because the Megatons come out and Dark Saviors is on the listed set, fully replacing Savage Strike, meaning a lot of these cards are highly likely up for reprint. Yet people have gone after Shizuku, and I love this look into the market. Core TCG just coming in here and slapping $1.49 on the table. What, you guys didn't want to make any sales? Look at every single person behind him, top rated, trying to clamor each other for pennies on the dollar. I love it. So that's an awesome look, and hey, if you're looking to get yours, Core TCG is an awesome store to support. But over on eBay, a lowest of $5 as it falls back out. Again, really, Sky Striker Mecha Shark Cannon, similarly, Core TCG, getting rid of some copies, and then you see $4, $5. On eBay, it never really got to that point. We have a Canadian listing towards that $2.20, and you see more falling out. I think Sky Strikers are still a great deck, but it's puzzling when you see a hit to multi-roll, which is what a lot of people wanted to help neutralize the deck. And then people just go, all right, Engage didn't get hit. Time to get Engage. Oh, let's get our Widow Anchors. Let's buy out these cards that are going to be harder to get, when, in reality, time for money, that's not a really good strategy. You would only get your playtime with this deck for a month during the offseason, maybe one event. So personally, I'd wait. By the way, you might have noticed, up above, we've got a new sponsor, and down below, a promo code. That's Midnight Dream. So these guys have been working with ARG for ages, and Marcos, him and I started talking when he originally launched. He's an amazing artist. He's been in the community a long time, and I love the odd-off commission playmats, so people can commission in playmats that are just for them, or for everybody to be able to buy, depending on the level that they spend on them. And I love these odd-off ones. He'll actually be sending me to review a copy of the Rainbow Hero mat, which you see Neos, Rainbow Neos, and Rainbow Dragon. I think this one looks amazing. So I'll be not only giving you guys a discount code on his shop with What's Good 10, but also being able to get mats in from him to give back to you guys as well. Next up, Trishula. This is kind of one of the obvious buyouts that I missed, but what is alarming is that people are already figuring out hand loops with him. So this brings up another topic of conversation concerning the ban list in more than one ways. The DT is skyrocketing, the Ultimate is skyrocketing. That was to be expected when it went to 3, and Kamina Cat's coming back, I hear, too. It'll be nice to see Trish dropping in his videos. Looking through, the secret rares aren't going too crazy, and there's a really good reason for that, and that is, something around this date. A lot of people didn't talk about the no sooner than October 14th. What drops a couple days before that? Duel Devastator. So you're telling me Konami's going to print a product and completely sell out of it 4 days before the ban list? Anybody getting Battles of Legend, flashbacks right now where Konami's devaluing their own product a little? Cola Serpent and Weaver Buster, some of the most sold cards. Oh, let's strike them to 1. Saryuja being in here is what I'm eyeing. It was very odd it didn't go to 1 on this list, and that's what's on my mind. But Trishula is a selling point in this too. This is just totally generic cards that are really good, and I respect the product. I think it's good, but it's very odd that the ban list is just 4 days after. That's just food for thought alongside that point. So Saryuja, the Expo version, is starting to peak up, but there's a clock on that. People will prefer first at originals when fully hollowing out a deck over, you know, ultra rare sets, and you do have the mega pack ones as well, pretty much staying stable because we have that reprint on the horizon. But October is a pretty long time away, so value for money, I would consider having Saryuja for this format if you're considering competitive events. It's not like the Megatons where it's end of August. You get all of September as well, and then part of October with 3 YCSs, you know, back to back to back leading up through October 6th as well. So consider the events you'll be at, the regionals you'll be at, and don't wait too long on a Saryuja if you're playing in those, but if you can wait, there is Duel Devastator and a potential ban list. Vision Hero increase has increased. Stonks. This one was pretty odd to me. I went back through the ratios, and I think this is the one that was like 8 per case. It had a weird ratio for tier 0, and it was up to $10 last night. Now it's at 8. The hero hype basically looks at it and Ferris, and it's harder to get than Ferris by a little, but the engine has been played all over Dueling Book last night when we were looking through, and it's pretty cool. It does a lot more than I thought. So that and the extra heroes are decent cards, and when looking through everything, like at Battles of Legend, that's the biggest jump besides Engage. And then all Mirage, you know, actually fell down towards 11 and 10 people panic selling. Now is going back up. We'll get into a little bit of other hype with that in just a second. World Legacy Monstrosity, $3.50. I need about $3.50 for this card. This was all the way down to 50 cents where you could get it for half of a second. And Konami announced a pretty much level 9 support archetype in the OCG the other night that's been overshadowed by a lot of this news. So that is why this is spiking. I still think this is a decent price. You know it's not up for reprints anytime soon, being in Dark Neostorm. Savage Strike will likely be what's getting reprints in the March set, whatever that 100 card reprint set will be during that time. So this seems like a pretty safe pickup still at this price point if you are considering that deck. I can't see it falling down too much more than $3. Like, what do you expect? Talking about All Mirage hype, Sangans continued to sell. The turbo pack on TCG Player almost completely gone, but you can see them for $30. Oh no, that's very light play. Near mint / very light play. I got debated. But a PSA 8 one for $30. Why not? Why are they avoiding that one? That's so silly. And then you see $45 here as well. So people snapping those up alongside the secret rare variants, and every single holo variant of Sangan is just up there. So this is one of the last ways to play Altergeist. If you want your multi-faker, go Sangan into All Mirage and get Faker. You can still play 4 copies. People are still pretty hype on it and seem to want to stick to Altergeist. Another new Altergeist card got announced today too. It's a trap card. It seems okay, but overall I think that Sangan and All Mirage are going to be a duo that are gonna find a way to get into the metagame. I'm just not sure exactly how they intend to do it. Let me know what decks you are playing Sangan in, or if you're one of the people that rushed for a holo Sangan, let me know exactly why. Is it just because All Mirage exists, or do you have a game plan? Stick to the game plan. Rising Rampage. I actually forgot the sneak peek is this freaking weekend, so it's my birthday. I'm old. I turned 30. So it's interesting to see boxes listed under 60 here as pre-sales, as the entire set spoiler went out today. I guess there's not too much to be excited for in Rising Rampage for a lot of Duelists, but I personally think there's still decent cards in there. I look forward to the Marincesses, as hollowed out as they may freaking be in the set, and I'm pretty sure this set will get some crazy values over time, but a lot of people are saying that it's giving them flashbacks to other bad sets. I don't know that that's true. It has some decent cards, but yeah, the imports, I enjoy Mannequin Cat, are a little bit late. Oh, there's also that trap card. That trap card that's like against spells is really good as well. But the TCG exclusives gave a lack of hype for this set for what people had their expectations set for. It'll be really interesting to see what people go for, how vendors list the cards out of here, considering they're already devaluing the sealed product under 60 to try to pre-sell it, and what kind of moves it will make on the market after its sneak peeks. Going through other cards, Sutff and Gamma has been trekking up slowly. It's just something to note. A lot of people were excited for Lambda, but they forget the other physical pieces that they don't already have, and you see it going up. How far is the Ultra Rare actually from the Supers? I mean, you could have 2 sets of Supers, it seems, or 3 Ultras just about, and they quickly disappear from the market if you are looking to fully foil out your deck in highest rarity. But I'm really happy for this special edition Super Rares, and they have aged well over time as well, giving good value to the Expo special edition pulls. Paleozoic Dynamiscus is still floating around that $4 mark, but I just wanted to note, a lot of the Trap Tricks Frog players are also opting for cards like Candina, and I think that's pretty cool that the Paleozoics are finding their way back in. But another note is actually the one that never got a reprint, Olenoides, is starting to get harder and harder to get and nearing that dollar price point with very low quantities on market for its common. So not having a foil reprint is actually starting to drive it up in price. So that is something else to consider getting sooner than later. If you are actually thinking about just having the Paleozoic engine and setting it aside, I think that's a smart move. And just having the Trap Trick deck for fun, not bad. Demise of the Land. Somebody brought this up in stream last night, and I cringed because I kind of realized, yeah, this is one of the ways to move forward with Mystic Mine. Towards $3 if you're finding other cards from GK Games, and it does quickly rise over here. And then looking for a near mint, $4 on eBay. So Mystic Mine still running around against decks that are special summoning a ton in the terms of pumping out the Demise on the opponent's turn, but now you can't Trap Trick Metaverse. And I think the Mine decks, the ones that concentrate on Mine, will really kind of fall back, in a sense. I don't think this will matter too much, but it's something to keep an eye on within the metagame. And finally, the legendary Duelist, Sister of the Roses. What's this have to do with the Banlist? Well, randomly, Harpy Perfumer went up after the list. It's like people had money and were ready to spend. It was up towards 24 last night, up towards 22 here. I still think sealed's the way to go on this product. Freaking $38, $42, really easy to get sealed boxes for cheap, I think is the way to go and actually pack for, look at how many front heavy cards there are for the money you're spending. That being said, again, Harpies, I feel like I've been going around on Dueling Book on other people's streams, and people just keep talking about Harpies and how they actually did something and how maybe they can do something more after this list. And my answer is to that, it's okay to have a deck that you love, but set your expectations realistically when it comes to the metagame. It's more so that Legendary Duelist has a precedent of creating really hard to get cards that aren't at the forefront of the metagame. So despite if this is in the metagame or not, prices could actually respike for this card if quantities don't resettle. I hope that's not the case, and I think a lot of people that are fans of this deck were My Valentine got their cards early. So what do you guys think of today's Market Watch? I know there's been a ton to cover. I kind of sped through things faster than usual instead of the in-depth explanation. Let me know what you think. A lot of you guys tend to like this pacing, and also, like I said, the giveaway. All you gotta do is like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me what change was your favorite or least favorite on the Forbidden Unlimited list. Thank you so much for using my TCG Player link when shopping TCG Player in the description down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, like this video, and like I said, let me know what you think of that FNL list if you want a chance at winning this. I'll pin the comment after 24 hours. Thanks for watching, everybody.